Joseph Langley, I'm with. What's your name?
Kamal Robinson.
And what do you do, Kamal?
I'm a painter as well as a director.
A director? And a painter?
Yes, sir.
What do you direct?
I'm a direct feature films.
Feature films?
Yes, sir.
And what do you paint?
I paint all the thoughts in my mind. I put thoughts in my mind in color.
Okay, can we see what you paint?
Yes, sir.
Let me see it.
Just check it out.
Wow. It's Alibaba's Cavern.
Sir.
So talk to me a little about your artwork.
My artwork, like I said, it's the thoughts that are on my mind, and a lot of what's on my mind is the martial art of Capoeira. So you'll find Capoeira a theme in a lot of my pieces.
What's Capoeira?
Capoeira is an Afro-Brazilian martial art. It's a martial art born in Africa, raised in Brazil, and now it's an international underground thing. It's all over the world. And here in Paris, Paris has one of the biggest Capoeira communities outside of Brazil. Capoeira is just a beautiful martial art mixed with dance, singing. It's beautiful. And it's
how do you spell that?
Capoeira, C-A-P-O-E-I-R-A. Capoeira.
C-O-P-O-E-I-R-A.
Exactly.
Capoeira.
Yes, it's pronounced with a Portuguese accent, so Capoeira.
Capoeira.
Oui.
Okay, what's your favorite piece in this expo?
Ooh, to ask me my favorite piece is like asking me my favorite child. So, you know, everything has that moment in time. So I couldn't point out a favorite piece. I personally was like,
I want you to point one out and tell me about it.
Point one out. I mean,
anyone.
Pick one for me.
Let's see. Let me see. What about this one? This film over here.
All right, this film. This is my first feature-length film. It's an independent film I produced and financed with my own money and with the help of my friends and family back in New York. And it's called Fight, Dance, Sing. It's available straight on the internet. It's a film about a capoeirista. That's one who practices capoeira in New York City. It's about you know, he reaches a point in his life where he has to make a change. And the film itself, and he's also, like I said, he's a capoeirista, and it's a very popular film on the internet for the capoeira world. But people outside of that world have also enjoyed it. This particular version has French subtitles, which I did, and also have it in Portuguese subtitles. And I did it all with no money. So now I'm here. This exhibition is actually also a fundraiser to raise funds for my next film, which I'm doing here in Paris.
Okay, let's talk about one of your paintings.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. There's so many of them. Wow. Wow. What about this one right here?
All right, this one. This one is, I guess you could say, this is like, as far as me talking about just putting my thoughts, all my millions of thoughts in color, this is definitely a piece that essentially this is one of my pieces where I ranted. Every thought, you know, different lyrics, different themes, different things that would come to my mind, I would just write it and just, you know, just have fun with it. Do a little design, a little illustration for it. You know, all through it is different sayings. So you have like sayings from like Bob Marley, my little image of Bob Marley. You can't fool all the people all the time. You know, that's from a Bob Marley lyric. And then, you know, I have like a Buju Banton lyric up here. You know, the rich man's wealth is in the city. Destruction of the poor is his poverty. To, you know, just questions, you know, about people, you know, what percent are you using, you know, of your brain, and, you know, just different lyrics, and, you know, ain't no love in the heart of the city, you know, from classic R&B songs.
Okay.
You know, just.
Where are we right now?
Right now we are in Paris, France. Yes. The Moulin Rouge is like right there. If that building wasn't right there, the Moulin Rouge would be right over there.
And what space are we in?
We're in the Pigalle area.
No, but like this.
Oh, sorry. We're here at the Boris Vian We're at the Boris Vian Foundation building here, like I said, in the Pigalle area, and I'm very thankful for them for giving me this opportunity. And Mr. Boris Vian, he is connected to the African American community in the past, from his work in the past. Essentially, he is one of the pioneers who helped bring African Americans to Paris after World War II. I'm not sure about during the exact time. Maybe it was during also, but definitely he is a big part of that movement to bring a lot of African American artists to Paris. So like Miles Davis, he helped Miles Davis print his first album here in Paris.
Okay, let's go over here and see some more, because you got a big space here. What about this one up here?
Oh, that particular one, that's one that is actually a top view of a Capoeira holder, two Capoeira players playing Capoeira. And we play in this what's called a roda, which is a circle. It's a circle in Portuguese. But this movement, it might look a little, most people that do not play Capoeira would not necessarily know what's going on, but the dope thing about Capoeira is, and a lot of my art that I like to express, is just the energy of movement in general. But in this particular piece, these the two capoeiristas playing Capoeira. So kicks about to be thrown, but I throw in my own little. I was thinking about dragonflies flying over top of them. So and I'm a big fan of dragonflies. When I was a kid in Belize, I used to catch dragonflies. So that's
So you grew up in Belize?
That's one of the places I grew up. I'm one of those people that moved around quite a bit. So I spent a lot of my childhood in Belize.
So where are you from now?
Right now, to ask me where I'm from is a very confusing question. I'm just part of this, this urban migration confusion that we call, this period in time we're living in right now. So,
It's the pilgrimage.
Yeah, that pilgrimage.
Okay, let's go over here. What about this one over here? What did you use to paint this?
These are all acrylics, and acrylics on this particular one is on canvas. A lot you'll see like a mix of different materials I've used, but they're all based on acrylic. And this one, as far as the subject matter, it's just having fun with the idea of being naked. I'm in Paris, so I was like, let me draw some naked people.
Okay.
But just jumping off of that idea, I put my own personal take on it, and just what it means to be naked. And I wrote naked real big right here, and humbly. And you can't see it, but it's upside down. But humbly naked. And
so you're very discreet.
Yeah.
You're very humble.
Yes. I work to be. Yes, sir. And it's just with that idea of just. Nakedness essentially is being honest and being 100% out there. So I just had fun with it, and then of course combining with the thought, a constant theme in a lot of my pieces are this is the thought of also nutrition, and a lot of the madness is going into in this world. So 100% raw, no added ingredients, and just having fun with the theme of naked in general.
Okay, and over here. I see that you change your color schemes when you go from different works.
Yeah.
So what inspires you?
As far as the color scheme, just like I said, it's just mood. I wake up, I feel a certain way. I'm gonna play with a certain thing, or I see a certain piece. If I see an artist or whatever just inspires me, I just play with it because we all listening to a Tupac CD or whatever. It's like you have complex. We're all complex. We all have different sides. So to try to pigeonhole yourself, I think is a little crazy, and it's particularly hard in this lifetime that we live in, because we're hit with so many images, so many ideas, so many thoughts. It's like you just have to play with it until you find out your niche.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow, but you will see like my number one thing that combines all of my pieces, I believe, is just energy, and that's my number one thing.
Energy.
Yeah.
That's the word that describes you best.
Giving out energy. Movement.
Giving out energy.
Energy. Yeah.
I think we're going to call this piece Giving Out Energy.
Cool.
How long have you been painting?
Wow, that's a funny question, because painting is something I used to do, of course, as a kid. I used to paint a lot. But like I said, I moved around quite a bit, so it was hard for me to keep a steady regimen of painting throughout my life. And then after I moved from Maryland, and I moved to a state called Delaware, I moved out, and at this point it was like a whole new place for me, and I wasn't able to be in contact with a lot of what I was used to. So you could say when after my time in middle school, I guess you would say, I stopped painting for a long time. I always continued to sketch, but painting left my life. for a long time. You know, as I began the hunt for money, and you're confused as a youth growing up in the city. You don't know what's going on.
Trying to find your way.
Trying to find your way. So you think you got to be a doctor or a computer technician or something like that just to make money. So you start chasing money. You throw all your natural talents away, in the hunt. And I finally actually really got back to painting hardcore maybe about 3 years ago. I'm through, meeting a friend who was an artist, and when I went to his studio, it just woke something up in me. And then I saw Basquiat's documentary, and Basquiat's documentary spoke to me personally because as a kid from the city, he taught his work really expresses fun in art, and unfortunately, like I said, growing up as a kid in the city, and particularly growing up in a kid where you don't see a lot of many positive imageries. People that look like yourself, you go to a museum and you see like all these old European people in this one style of European art that kind of like, I don't feel that. So art to me meant that for a long time, and seeing Basquiat's documentary, personally for me, kind of it liberated me and showed me that, there is a space for people that just want to have fun with colors, essentially. And to me, that's what his art represents. It's just fun with colors and thoughts. You know what I mean? So
and getting out his energy too.
Getting out your energy. So so you could say like over the last 3 years, like I've been painting like a madman. I have a large body of work in New York as well that is waiting for an exhibition when I get back. So I did a lot back there. Did painting in Los Angeles. Painting a lot. Now, all of these works I did here in Paris over the last couple months.
Okay, let's walk around. Let me tell me a little bit more about this one.
Well, this particular one, this is a capoeirista, a practitioner of capoeira. This is a female capoeirista. You can tell by the cord. This is the ranking belt that we wear, and then this is the capoeira instrument right here. It's called a berimbau. Then this is her backside. In capoeira is a very, you could say, coming from the Afro-Brazilian culture in particular, it's a very physical, but at the same time, it's an art that people, you definitely have strong athletic builds or strong athletic bodies, and then people look good in the capoeira uniforms. You know what I mean? So this is just me as a man, enjoying having fun with colors, and one of the things I enjoy when I go to a capoeira event.
Okay, and the last thing we're going to have time for on this interview, but we're going to have some more,
yes, sir,
is to tell me about this. I look like you painted on crates or something.
Yes, sir. Actually, a lot of these pieces in here actually painted on these crates that are found all around Paris. A lot of them. And some of them are just the back. But this particular one, and even this one is 4 crates together on top of a layer of canvas that I made. I did a whole work to do that. And yes, so these are all over Paris. I personally, as an artist, like, no matter where I'm going, I want to get a piece of the energy of where I'm at, because that's like the truth of the moment. It's like, that's my moment right now. This is what I'm seeing. So I think it's only fair to utilize what I see around me, to keeping my accent on it, keeping my energy on it, but combining with whatever I find. And
so I would say you incorporate the city where you are,
wherever I am,
in your art.
I think it's only right. It's only natural. You flow with it.
So you see something in the street and it inspires you, and you take it and you transform it into
keep it natural.
Another piece of art, because everything we find on the street is a piece of art. Shoes,
it's
clothes,
all POV.
All POV.
It's all POV. So yeah.
Okay, tell me your name again.
Kamal Robinson.
Kamal Robinson.
Yes, sir.
This is Joseph Langley. We're signing out.
Peace.